What if I told you the very star that gives us life is also gearing up for a period of turbulence? One that could disrupt satellites, power grids, and even the internet on Earth. That's right. NASA is warning that the sun is slowly waking up from a quiet phase and heading into a new cycle of intense activity. What does this mean for us? Could solar storms really shut down modern life? Stay tuned, because today we're exploring what NASA has discovered about our star's awakening and why it matters to every single one of us. Welcome back to Galaxy Frontier, your home for NASA updates, space discoveries, and astronomy explained in simple language. Today, we'll dive into the sun's activity cycle, how NASA tracks solar storms, the potential risks to Earth, and the fascinating science of our dynamic star. We'll also answer the big questions. Should we be worried? What precautions are being taken? And what would really happen if a massive solar storm hit Earth today? Stick around to the end, because I'll share some bonus facts about solar history, including the giant storm of 1859 that literally set telegraph lines on fire. The sun isn't constant. It goes through an 11-year cycle of quiet and stormy periods. During the quiet phase, known as solar minimum, sunspots are rare, solar flares are weak, and space weather is calm. But as the sun wakes up, sunspots multiply, solar flares intensify, and coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, launch huge clouds of charged particles into space. Right now, NASA says we're moving rapidly towards solar maximum, expected around 2025. Already, telescopes and satellites are recording dramatic increases in solar activity. In recent months, NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory and the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter have captured incredible images of massive sunspots and powerful solar flares. Some of these flares reached the highest categories, class, capable of triggering radio blackouts on Earth. On top of that, coronal holes, which look like dark patches on the sun, have been spitting streams of solar wind that sometimes trigger stunning auroras as far south as Arizona and Texas. These are not signs of doom, but they are signs the sun is shifting gears. And NASA is watching closely. So, what happens when the sun's activity reaches Earth? In most cases, we get beautiful auroras. But stronger storms can create geomagnetic disturbances that affect power grids, GPS navigation, communication satellites, and even aviation routes. Imagine a worst-case scenario. A massive CME slams into Earth, frying transformers, knocking out power for weeks, and disabling satellites we rely on for banking, weather forecasting, and the internet. NASA warns that while these superstorms are rare, happening maybe once in a century, they are possible, and history proves it. Let's rewind to 1859. A solar storm known as the Carrington Event struck Earth with such intensity that telegraph systems literally sparked and caught fire. Aurora displays were seen as far south as Cuba and Hawaii. If a storm like that hit today, experts estimate global damage could run into trillions of dollars. Modern life is far more vulnerable because we rely on satellites and long-distance power grids that didn't exist back then. That's why NASA, NOAA, and other agencies are investing heavily in space weather forecasting. The good news? NASA isn't just watching, it's preparing. The Parker Solar Probe, launched in 2018, is flying closer to the sun than any spacecraft in history, measuring solar winds and magnetic fields directly. Meanwhile, the Solar Dynamics Observatory gives us near real-time monitoring of the sun's surface. Together, these missions help scientists predict solar storms hours, sometimes days, in advance. That warning time can give power companies and satellite operators a chance to protect critical infrastructure. Here's the truth. The sun waking up is natural and expected. Most of the time, solar storms bring nothing worse than dazzling auroras. But yes, there's a small but real chance of a major storm during this solar maximum. The key is preparation, and NASA is making sure we're better prepared than ever before. So don't panic, but do stay fascinated. After all, the sun is both our life giver and a reminder of nature's raw power. As promised, a quick bonus for sticking around. Did you know the sun makes up 99.8% of the total mass of our solar system? Or that its core is about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit? And here's my favorite. It takes photons, or light particles, thousands of years to travel from the sun's core to the surface, but just 8 minutes to reach Earth, once they break free. So, what do you think? Is the sun's awakening something to fear, or just another amazing chapter in our cosmic story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading them. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please like the video, subscribe to Galaxy Frontier, and ring the bell so you never miss the latest from NASA, space science, and beyond. Until next time, keep looking up.